Art and character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everybody back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Episode 38 of Amphibia, Anne of the Year. The ending, there's some sweet moments, and the ending completely saved this episode. It would have been just run-of-the-mill filler type stuff, but that ending is so because the shock of the up to the last episode, and then all the kind, sweet things, and yeah, okay, we'll jump right in, and everyone's going towards the town square. They're voting for Frog of the Year. And Anne's like, what the heck? When did this happen? They're like, yeah, we voted last week. We tried to tell you, but I guess she was listening to music, and the lyrics just so happened to her. She was just singing along and she basically told them, no, leave me alone.
Huh, not at all. Wonder why.
And we're gonna go vote for Frog of the Year now. Wanna come?
No, you'll never make me go.
Okay, then.
I thought that was pretty funny. But they get up there, and they're going to just cut all the crap. They're going to announce them, and Anne wins. So the whole town voted for Anne of Frog of the Year, and whoever gets voted is supposed to be the person that you believe embodies selflessness, kind, all the positive traits that you would want to see in a frog. But for them, they voted Anne, which is super cool because they accepted her as one of their one of the town, and the planners accepted her as one of the family, because even Hop Pop's like, oh, a planner won Frog of the Year, like he's so proud of her. I'm like, oh, that's so cool, because being accepted, especially amongst other people of your own kind, is hard, but let alone a whole nother species.
Go on, Ann, get up there! A planner, Frog of the Year. I'm so proud.
She goes up there and she gets a smile on her face. She's like, oh, I don't know what to say. And of course the mayor's against it. Like, she shouldn't even be eligible because she's not even a frog. But I guess you have to throw a party. That's like part of becoming a Frog of the Year. So you have to put on this big celebration. And I thought, oh, geez, Anne's going to muck it up. Oh, she's going to muck it up because she has her human sensibilities. But I like the all the old fantasy storybook art they have for their history books and stuff. I love that aesthetic. It's just so cool. But ye old Frog of the Year bash. But the mayor's like, whatever, she's going to just mess it up anyways. And then Anne gets that. She has that streak in her that she has to prove herself. And especially trying to prove herself to people who don't care. And just have fun, but she just has to prove the mayor wrong. Well, I'm going to throw the biggest, most ridiculous party there ever was. It's going to blow your minds. Because then they're like, I don't want to get hurt, but, they don't understand human. But that was pretty, that was a hilarious little thing.
I'll prove I deserve this by putting on a party so big, it'll blow your minds.
I don't want my mind blown.
That's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
But look at this look on her face. She wants to throw a party to prove the mayor wrong, not to throw a party for everyone to have a good time. It's a spiteful party, and why do you got to do that? So she has everything planned out, and she's like, okay, there's 3 things you got to do. You got to have entertainment, exclusivity, and then you have a spectacle, something big happen. So they're like, oh, okay. She gives the job for entertainment to Hop Pop. In this whole entire series, we've always known that Hop Pop wanted to be an actor. That was a thing. If he was a failed actor. So he gets to do the entertainment. So it's all awesome. I can go up there and do something. And then this whole exclusivity thing, it really doesn't come into play. But the idea that she was going to exclude people from the town defeats the whole purpose of this whole thing about being humble. She's ruining it. So she gets up to Polly. So she's like security, basically. She has Sprig. Oh, there has to be a spectacle. I want you to confess to Ivy, tell her that you really like her and you're in love and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, and that's so bad. But her thing's like, oh, it'd be great for everyone at the party to see true love blossom and all this other bull crap. Yes, Sprig does like Ivy and he does care about her, but to make it part of some superficial party thing, and that's awful. And I like Maddie better. I don't know. I like the more eccentric, the quote unquote the odd and weird girls. I think Maddie's just super cool and unique, and Ivy's wonderful. She's great. She has the absolute sweetest voice ever. She doesn't have a lot of lines, but whenever she's like, hey, Sprig and everything, it's just pure sweetness. But if up to me, I like Mighty just a little bit better. But to use any type of confession as like the spectacle of your party, it's just an awful, terrible thing to do, man. So this is just shaping up to be a complete crap show, like ridiculously bad. Sprig kind of is like, well, I'll do it for you or whatever. I like the little tabloid magazine she uses. No, don't use tabloids as like how you live your life. Those like little quizzes and, oh, this is what you do if you want. No, never. All those things are awful, horrible advice. But to tell a 14-year-old girl that, this is their life. So they're getting the whole party together. Then Anne's wearing this hat that says Fati. I'm like, what is that? First I thought it was like supposed to say party because she's like the party coordinator. But I'm like, this has got to mean something. So I actually looked it up, and thank you, Urban Dictionary. Fati means a term of self-endearment for a person of Asian descent who possesses modest means yet fantasizes about magnificent dreams. Which makes perfect sense because this is supposed to be a party about someone who's humble and kind and generous, but she's making it into like this big giant spectacle of what it wasn't supposed to be. So that was a funny little nod in there. I guess that must be Asian slang or whatever, but I don't know. It makes sense. But I had to do a little digging to get that one. But she's going around and just being all she's throwing the wrong party for the wrong occasion. So we got stand up. That's what Hop Pop's gonna end up doing, and he's telling awful jokes.
Okay, have you heard about the snail who went on a diet? He's a shell of his former self.
Okay, Sprig, so how you gonna do your confession? And just like his grandpa, remember with him and Sylvia, he's awkward, he's weird, he's falling all over himself, and so you gotta work this better.
Ivy, I got, something to tell you,
Polly's using the little, like, velvet rope, using him, like, as nunchucks. Pretty well animated, too.
Says you.
And so everything's kind of falling apart, and Anne's getting pissed off. No, you guys are doing it wrong. Don't do stand-up. You need to do improv. Work on that confession. I want a different statue. You got to make it bigger. Got to make it better. And this is like carved out of wood, so he's going to have to start all over. Like, geez, Anne, we need better food. We need fresh fish, like sashimi and like all these things. And she's getting pissed off. That's not why they voted for you, Anne. You're ruining it. You're making a horrible, horrible version of what this is supposed to be. But we get to the party night, and this guy right here, the bouncer guy, he looks scary as hell. Since Polly's working security, she's letting people in, but she doesn't let Wally in. I'm like, oh no, Wally's my man. But she was just messing with us so Wally got in. Yeah, Wally deserves to get in. And look at Anne in her little suit, super cute. And this has to be a Great Gatsby reference, right? I mean, it's the same exact shot. And the funny thing is, Great Gatsby, all this like extravagance and all this like outward showing all this money and how it didn't make any of those people happy. A whole lot of sad people in that book. But so I guess there's the parallels between this and Great Gatsby kind of on a small level. But she's throwing this big old giant thing. There's a DJ. Everyone's having like this big kind of, it's more than what they were expecting. It's a very low key, I'll say backwater, but more down to earth type of people. And this is like a, I don't know, New York nightclub type setting. They got the food, but it's like because he told Stumpy that it was or Swampy that it was a real, like a fresh fish. So he just gets a fresh fish, like a mud skipper, so it's like alive and chasing people around. And this stand-up, I think, is the best and hardest version of comedy because all you have is you and your stories, you playing off the crowd. Stand-up comedians are, it's probably one of the hardest things to do. So Hop Pop's up there trying to do improv. Do improv, like you ask someone where they're from and, you play off of their city and you go back and forth. But everyone here is from here. The guy just tells him that. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for Hop Pop. Oh, my God.
You, sir, where are you from?
I'm from the same town as you, buddy.
Oh, great.
And this is the sweet stuff I'm talking about. That's just, I'm a cheese ball, silly old romantic. I like this kind of stuff. Sprig's trying to work. Come on, Sprig, you gotta go confess. This is gonna be great. And then Ivy's there, and she's just so sweet and kind. Oh, hey, Sprig, I just love her voice. Of course, he freaks out and just runs away because he can't do it.
I can do this. Thorin! Oh, hey, Sprig.
People don't know how to dance to this kind of music because it's kind of like a new, like a more human type music instead of just like fiddles and flutes and stuff that they're used to. This couple's like, we don't know how to dance to this. And here goes Anne. She's angry dancing. I absolutely love it. But she sees that like nobody's having a good time. Like everything's kind of just being like people don't know how to dance to the music, the entertainment. No one's laughing at the jokes. So Hop Hop can't, he's not used to any of this. People being chased by that giant frog, and then Anne realizes, oh damn, I really mucked this up. How am I supposed to be this person of the year? Frog of the year was voted because of being kind and generous and humble, and I'm none of those things. And I ruined this all because I wanted to impress the mayor, which is not important.
This party stinks. Some selfless frog of the year I turned out to be.
People getting chased around by that giant mud skipper and knocks out for a giant dabbing statue. To be crushed by a dabbing Anne, that would be hilarious. But it falls to the ground and they had like fire spinners and stuff, and he ended up catching it on fire. Everything's in flames. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, Anne, you really, really messed it up. But she's like, I gotta fix this. She wrangles the mud skipper. So she's gonna use this to go collect all the people. She grabs the mayor, which I thought this was really nice. They took the time to make the mayor a little bit nicer, a little more sympathetic towards the mayor, because he's not 1,000% bad. He does have some kindness in him because he didn't have to do this. She picks up the mayor. She's like, Mayor, you're gonna need to help me. And he's like, what? I'm gonna help you? And then she kind of gives him that look. He's like, okay, fine, I'll help you this one time. So as they rode around, the mayor was picking up people. So they saved everyone. They grabbed the chocolate fountain hose and used that to douse all the flames. I demand that all fire departments replace water with chocolate and use that to put out fires from now on. But everyone got saved. And then Anne's like, well, everyone's safe. No one got hurt, but I'm sorry to you guys. You shouldn't have voted for me. I'm none of those things. I'm selfish. I'm actually a terrible person. Then Hop Hop's like, we didn't vote for you because we thought you would throw the coolest party. He goes in his speech, and this is what saves the episode. This little speech right here.
And we didn't vote for you because you're flawless. Far from it. We voted for you because of how far you've come. You've grown so much in your time here, and this town just wouldn't be the same without you.
It kind of, a little, I didn't cry, but I felt, like, oh, it's true. Anne has grown. She does have her failings. She isn't perfect. And that's what makes a great character. And I think that's missing from a lot of shows, and especially in the world of comics, but just in general. Your main character can fail. Your main character can have flaws, and Anne has tons of flaws, but she's loyal, she's kind, she stands up for what she believes in, she has a strong constitution in her own beliefs. She has those positive qualities, but she also is a little bit vain. She is a little bit self-centered and a little bit selfish, but in the end, she knows right from wrong and she tries to do what's best. Even though it takes her a while to get to that place, she does learn that lesson. And I think that's why I really like this character in Anne, and it's cool to see her go on this journey. And, the townspeople believed in her. And then, even the mayor is like, here's your sash, you do deserve this, and gives it to her. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, they all kind of accept her. And then they kind of just throw the party they should have had in the first place. Everyone's just kind of dancing. They have normal music and everything's kind of more laid back. And again, the sweetness, I'm so cheesy. I should work for the cheese factory. I'm so cheesy. Ivy goes up to Sprig. Hey, Sprig, I kind of want to ask you something.
Hey, Sprig! There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Do you, do you think you'd want to go out with me sometime?
I love this. And look at Anne's face. That was my face this whole entire time. Oh, I just love it. And she's like, oh, okay, don't forget it. But of course, Sprig's like, oh, cool, yeah, definitely. Since she was covering up her face, he like covered up his face.
Never mind. I'm stupid. This is stupid.
Ivy, wait. I'd love to. Blip. Want to dance?
Heck yeah!
Oh my goodness, I love this stupid stuff. I love it so much. So they're officially dating now, or at least she asked him out and he said yes. Hooray! But here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Little Toady here is like, hey, Anne, there's someone on the bridge saying they want to meet you over there. And they say, they're a friend. We go there and we see Sasha. They're just happy to see each other because they haven't seen each other in, months? And Anne still had no clue if any of them else made it over there.
Anne? Sasha? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that it's you.
She's like, oh my goodness, we found each other. This is so great. They're hugging and everything. And she's like, oh, where's, what's it, Marcy? Was that the other friend's name? She's like, oh, because it's just her. She's like, no, I'm just glad I found you. We're safe again. And we found you. She's like, what do you mean we? Oh, just some of my friends. And there's the army of toads and they're bad guys. So last episode, I am generally sad that I'm right there at the end. I don't like things ending. just for an example, I love I play a ton of video games, and Final Fantasy 12, one of my favorite Final Fantasies, top 5. I got to the final mission, the final boss battle. I didn't play it for a year because I didn't want it to end. And this is why I kind of dragged my feet towards the end of Amphibia, because I knew it was coming to the end. And I want there to be more. Hopefully there's a season 2, but I got one more episode to go, and it's supposed to be epic because everyone keeps telling me, oh, I can't wait to get to the last episode. So I don't know if I'm going to do that one tomorrow. Maybe I might wait a day, but here we are at the end. It's going to be something great. But I mean, just this whole ending just set up, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be awesome.
At least the party's lit now, Ann.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.